Well, hello family, welcome back to KatochXcrypto. In today's video, I will revisit PEAQ Network once again and talk about its price action, how high or high low it can get in 2025. The thing is, PEAQ is now launched, is the one-of-kind DEPIN network, but what about the tokenomics? What about the future price prediction and how high it can go and when you can invest? All these things need to be discussed as we enter into the era of bull run in 2025. So without further delay, let's jump right in. Let's talk about PEAQ Network. Now before I begin, like I always say, please do remember to press subscribe and also press the bell icon if you haven't done already, and click on the link below and join my Telegram group right away. So this is PEAQ in short, 40 cents. Of course, you can see market cap $151 million only with a total supply of 4.2 billion. Now this is not the main supply. Maximum supply is kind of infinite, so take a note that this is not the maximum supply. Also, if you go down here, check out the all-time low is 10 cents and all-time high of 58 cents, and right now 40 cents looks like a good price to me. Now if you go down here more, you can see the exchanges listing this token: Gate, KuCoin, BitGet, MEXC, CoinListXC. So again, almost listed on popular exchanges. Time exchange, of course, not on Coinbase, not on Binance. That may come later. If that happens, of course, this token can pump like crazy. Now let's go back and check the price action of PEAQ Network. So this is PEAQ Network. If you don't know what is PEAQ Network and what I'm talking about, click on the link above and on the description to learn about PEAQ Network and what it's there for, what is DEPIN. You will come to know about that. Now look at here. The PEAQ network, as we see here, is pumped on day one and crashed to the level of all-time low of 18 cents and now at the level of 40 cents right over here. Kind of a reverse valley it is making. Now PEAQ is a parachain on Polkadot blockchain network. So that means PEAQ is a layer on blockchain network that power EOT, which is economic of things, DEPIN. It is designed for decentralized physical infra and real world asset. Of course, this one is built on Polkadot. So if you're investing in PEAQ or building a project in PEAQ, by default, you will be part of a Polkadot ecosystem. As you can see here, this particular project offer 100k TPS, which is good, with this much gas fee, which is quite low. One thing is, this one is EVM compatible and can enable seamless interaction with Polkadot, cross-chain machine ID with Cosmos, Solana, Binance. So again, there is no problem with this network to interact with any other network. That makes it one of the favorite chain in the blockchain space. But for price action, you need to take a look at the tokenomics. Total supply at Genesis, which means at launch, is 4.2 billion. So if you scroll down here to the utility, you will see here the network has PEAQ token, which is used for transaction fee, producing blocks in censorship resistance way via staking, slashing mechanism and governance. So by default, PEAQ is used for transaction fee, staking, governance. So these are the three roles of this token. Just like Ethereum, this is used by the PEAQ network on the PEAQ chain. Of course, the thing is, this particular token is inflationary, which is set at 3.5%. So what that means is its supply will keep on rising as the month goes by. It is written here, the inflation rate is initially set to 3.5%, ensuring sufficient incentive for early adopters. However, the inflation rate will decrease annually by 10% and will stabilize once the network reaches 1% inflation. And for details, just check it here. This is the supply when the PEAQ unlocks, and every month you have 12 million tokens in the circulation. Just here, check it out. If you go up here, you will see PEAQ is at the supply of 4.2 billion. At Genesis is 4.2 billion. Now you see this number 7424333. These are the tokens which are getting added on a monthly basis. So that's why the supply is going to increase with time. Now the inflation is a killer of token price action because there will be more supply, there will be less demand. So of course price can crash. But if you ask me, this can be negated if there is more demand of this network. If there are a lot of projects building on this chain, that means they will be using tokens for staking, for transaction fee, for governance. So that's where the use case comes on increasing. So it all depends how fast this token or this chain can pick up and how well the adoption take place. If that happens, by default, this token will pump. Otherwise, if there is no demand or less demand, or if the chain fails to attract more users, that means this inflation will kill the PEAQ token. But for the current price of 40 cents, you ask me, there's a lot of potential for it to cross easily to $1 in the coming months. It is very easy for PEAQ to cross $1 and may go high up to $3 pretty fast. that is possible for this token. But for now, in the long term horizon, it all depends how the project performs among the masses, among the crowd. Remember, if you are investing in PEAQ, by default you're part of Polkadot, and if you look at Polkadot, it is trading at around $8.8. and if you look at the price comparison to see if there's any correlation, let me see it here, dot, and this is the correlation you can get. Is a kind of reverse right now. I don't know why, because when Polkadot is increasing, this PEAQ network is decreasing, but it can change with time because this is not a big data. For at least 6 months we need to analyze to see the correlation between these two. Of course that will take time, but for now focus on tokenomics, focus on market cap, because these are the two deciding factors for the price of this token. Of course, I told you $1 is very much possible for this token, and of course new projects will onboard, and at least for the short term it can easily hit $1. That is my view on PEAQ. For more details, click on the link below and subscribe my channel. Of course, join my Telegram, and let's meet tomorrow with a new video and a new content and a new token that can mint you money. With that, I complete the video. Let's meet tomorrow. Take care. Have a nice day. Thank you.